We have a video from Nyanus. This is my first time viewing this VTuber. It says Twitch is dying and it's their own fault. I checked out a couple minutes of this and yeah, it seems like this person has some interesting things to share with us. So let's check this out in this reaction. If you enjoy, hit the like button, share with your friends.
Today we're going to talk about the downfall of Twitch. So once upon a time, though it may seem like a long time ago, Twitch was the name in streaming.
Yes.
The gold standard, so to speak.
For sure.
And that's just clearly no longer the case. There's a lot of reasons for that, and there's just far too many to unpack in just one video. In a lot of ways, Twitch's downfall...
TikTok Live is 27%. Really? Now that is interesting. Major platforms, YouTube Live total 7%, but YouTube in general 50%. This is interesting.
feels like the death by 1,000 cuts. A slow bleed
TikTok is very
caused by a multitude of bad decisions, unclear terms of service, blatant favoritism, and a failure to keep up with what creators and viewers truly want. Other platforms have been stepping it up with better pay and visibility, while Twitch continues to stumble. So it's no wonder Twitch is struggling to stay afloat. The real question is, how much longer can they keep this up? Are they headed for a crash? Will Daddy Bezos just eventually pull the plug? Or can Twitch somehow turn this around? Recently, Gold announced to be multi-streaming to Kick, a huge shift after years of loyalty. And honestly, can you blame him?
No.
Twitch's platform is an absolute mess.
I remember for a while Zach was talking about he was going to be streaming in other platforms. Like he rumored it. He never said officially he was going to do it. But you know, this day was coming. Like honestly, this day was coming for a very, very, very long time.
And it's pushing some of their biggest names away. Twitch is also known for handing out bans pretty unfairly. Take what just happened with LucyPyre, for example.
What happened?
Lucy's model is definitely stylized.
Yeah.
Yes, there's cleavage, there's emphasis on curves, and it's clearly sexy. But let's not pretend that this is some extreme outlier on the site.
Nah,
there's plenty of other creators, real people, doing way more suggestive stuff on the platform. And Twitch still proudly hosts their infamous category, pools, hot tubs, and beaches. The category they literally made rather than cracking down on the sexual content that was running rampant on their site.
Just put them over
As many are aware, the category is rife with creators streaming in bikinis or lingerie or straddling pool toys, sitting suggestively in inflatable tubs or doing yoga, but the camera is centered on their half-naked ass for some reason. Not only is it allowed, it's monetized, sponsored, promoted, and often partnered. You can be half naked, bounce around for subs, lick microphones, and everything's fine. But a VTuber with a thigh gap and a little cleavage, suddenly that's a violation of Twitch's sacred community guidelines. LucyPyre isn't some tiny creator flying under the radar either. I might have just learnt about her today, and maybe you did too, but she's got 167,000 followers on Twitch. She's pulling numbers and she's clearly making them money. So this isn't just bad moderation, it's Twitch literally shooting itself in the foot.
And we've said this for I think we've started saying it for at least 1 year, maybe it's been 2 years, but it's been obvious that Twitch and YouTube, they don't really like VTubers for some particular reason. And it does come from high up. Bro, this isn't like no middle management, somebody in middle management that doesn't like VTubers. This is literally somebody higher up that doesn't like them, because there's been accounts proven of the higher up people wanting sexual favors from other partner streamers on the platform, the IRL streamers. They want these type of favors. Obviously, they're not getting these type of feelings from the VTubers. So when they see the VTubers doing it, they kick them off. And you can't even say it's a stretch because it's been documented and proven. I have several videos on this channel alone documenting Twitch's L's for over a year, bro. And they've been having L's for a very, very, very long time.
You've got someone building a platform, bringing in viewers, creating the content that keeps your site alive, and adhering to your own goofy rules. She made sure to go live in pools and hot tubs, and instead of supporting her, you slap her with a ban. At the same time, you support buttholes and toes, as Gundam once so eloquently put it.
Bro, I never even knew it was this crazy. I never knew it was this crazy. I knew this was the craziness. I didn't know it was to this extent, bro. What? It doesn't add up, bro. It doesn't add up.
Really?
At all.
To be clear, I'm not blaming the hot tub streamers.
No, she's
Get
winning.
your money. If Twitch allows it,
Get the
then
bag,
of course
bro.
there's going to be people who take advantage of that.
Of course.
But the double standard is wild. Because what Twitch is saying is sexy is okay unless it's anime.
Yeah.
Animated thighs, offensive, banned. Real life ass in a thong, partner.
That's hot.
Make it make sense. Recently, some streamers have gone live to tens of thousands of viewers saying controversial stuff that often skirts the line or just flat out breaks Twitch's own rules.
Absolutely.
Calling out entire
like
groups
him.
of people,
They like him.
saying things like they deserve it in regards to violent acts, or just stoking division in already tense situations.
They
and
like
Twitch
that guy.
doesn't even blink.
No, they
Sure,
like him. They
it's not
support
just
him.
one creator.
They
There's
gave him a
other
party.
commentators that are doing the same, insulting people, encouraging dogpiling, making inflammatory remarks, and most of this just gets a free pass because it's debate, news, or commentary. But where's the same leniency when it comes to VTubers?
Doesn't exist.
Why is it that a real human can say some wild aggressive shit and be fine or run around half naked, but a digital anime girl's hips are treated like a national security threat? The inconsistencies creators face on what was once the largest streaming platform are so mind-boggling that just the thought of making Twitch your main streaming platform in 2025
Not a good idea.
feels exhausting. And that's exactly why Twitch is dying. Back in the mid-2010s to around 2021, Twitch was the king of live streaming,
Absolutely.
racking up 1.8 trillion with a T minutes
That's a
watched in
lot of
2020 alone. But now, inconsistent bans, shady monetization practices, and poor management are pushing creators and their fans away.
Nothing's too big to fail.
Every unfair ban doesn't just hurt creators, it pushes their audiences away too,
Yeah, it hurts your
bleeding Twitch's
reputation.
own community dry. Twitch protects many in real life streamers, but if you're a VTuber, for whatever reason, you're disposable. And that's not just unfair, it's stupid business. Twitch will bend over backwards to protect top creators who stir up drama or toe the line of hate speech, but will suspend someone because their anime model had curves. Although not the case here, while we're on the topic of how broken Twitch's ban system is, let's not forget bans on Twitch aren't always actually a terms of service violation. If you get mass reported, that can trigger a ban too.
For sure.
It doesn't matter if you broke any rules. If enough people click the report button fast enough, you're done. And in today's internet culture,
GGs.
that's all it takes.
It's raps.
Creators can launch cancel campaigns, rally their followers to spam report someone they don't like, and Twitch's system, it just folds. No real investigation, no explanation, and you're just gone for a few days, or worse. And the exploitable nature of this system doesn't just silence creators, it also makes Twitch a hostile place to build a career. These bans aren't harmless. For a lot of creators, streaming is their full-time gig. So when Twitch pulls the plug for a few days or more with no real explanation, or when there's clear hypocrisy, that's money lost, sponsors lost, audience lost. They're gonna start looking elsewhere.
Exactly.
Imagine a normal workplace like retail or food service, where you get suspended without pay for a few days because your shirt was untucked or your sleeves were too short. Meanwhile, your coworker shows up in full civilian clothes and talks trash to the customers and clocks in late, and nothing happens because the boss, for whatever reason, decides that they like them. That's what Twitch feels like right now. A place where rules don't mean anything. Twitch has no consistent policy, no clear standard, just blatant favoritism and a broken algorithm.
There it is.
Personally, I think Twitch screwed up the moment they created the pools and hot tubs category. It should have never existed. If Twitch actually cared about maintaining a consistent and fair platform, they'd acknowledge what everyone else already knows. Skirting age verification online is insanely easy, and let's be real, a lot of these streamers directly link to their OnlyFans or spicy content right in their bio, and sometimes even in the title of the stream itself. It's not subtle, it's suggestive content, leading potential young viewers to the real thing.
Well, if anything, on top of that, of course, like protect the children always. But besides that, Twitch should get rid of that because that's legitimately promoting competition. You're literally going to have people traffic off of Twitch to go to these other websites for, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe an hour. I don't know how long y'all be gooning out there, but that's literally that time is getting off of Twitch and going somewhere else, and it's being redirected. So if anything, Twitch should have 100% a problem with that, but I guess they don't.
With Twitch acting like the billboard, this category exposes Twitch's own hypocrisies, and it makes it clear that they care about profit more than fairness. So yeah, I clearly have my feelings on the matter, but again, if that's going to be allowed, if dangerous rhetoric is going to be allowed, And if Twitch has made it clear through their actions or complete lack thereof that money matters more than consistency, then they shouldn't be going after anime girls for having thick thighs. They shouldn't be allowing people to mass report and ban people. If you're going to be the Wild West of streaming, then just own it. If you're going to pretend to care about safety and standards, then actually enforce it, and enforce it evenly. Because right now, Twitch is just embarrassing itself. Twitch needs to be consistent if they want to continue to survive as a streaming platform. Fix the moderation, enforce clear rules, stop siphoning creators' earnings, and stop driving away the talent and viewers that once made you great. There might not be any good way to call this out to Twitch, as many have been complaining about similar things for many years.
Yes.
But what we can do is support creators and move to the platforms that respect them as necessary. Because at this point, it doesn't seem like Twitch wants to change.
For sure.
Although I might be biased on some points, I think we can all agree that Twitch's platform was built on creators, and if it keeps treating them like this, there won't be many left.
For sure. There's still going to be people that go to Twitch, obviously, because of them being so big. But when it comes to the media of VTubers, I'm interested because like Pippa has been on Kick now for a couple months. You know, I don't know how successful she's been, and when I say successful, like how many people have actually appreciated her on the platform versus people that don't like her because she's a VTuber or don't like her because she's Pippa, right? How much has that affected her growth or her viewer base? And if anything, maybe more VTubers should go to these other platforms, because it's better to just go there than just start your Twitch career and then get banned anyways. Like, you put all this effort, all this time, all these resources into a platform that doesn't respect your existence. They don't respect you being there. They don't like you. They're going to destroy you. And I'm not trying to fearmonger, of course, but when you see so many inconsistencies when it comes to banning, when it comes to enforcing rules, you have to just look at the mirror and say, like, yes, they are a big, successful platform. But even if you get big and successful, they will just terminate you if they see fit, and you'll just lose it all anyway. Like, you're building a castle made of sand. What is the purpose? Because everybody else has made a castle made of sand and they've made success from it, doesn't necessarily mean it's a good idea. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy sitting here making videos in my underwear. Yeah, till next time. This is an amazing video. Shout out to Nyanus. I'm actually interested to see what other topics you decide to cook up. It's a really good video. So yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Remember, hit the like button, subscribe, share with your friends. It's an interesting conversation. I think it's an important conversation to have. And until next time, we'll see you guys when I see you guys.